welcome back, everybody. We are going to be talking about some fun engagement features here in Newline Engage Cloud. We are going to be talking about the drop zone feature as well as the text box feature. So what we have in front of us today, if you look at your screen on the left, the display that is blue, that is actually our instructor board. And just to give a good perspective, over on the right side, I also have a student board logged in so you can see what they see. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the grocery store and we're going to do a little shopping today. So what we need to do is figure out how much we need to spend. So over on the left, you can see that we have a shopping list. On the right, all of our grocery items and how much they cost. Of course, it wouldn't be grocery shopping if there wasn't a special. But what our students need to do is calculate how much money they're going to need. And then over on the left, they're going to be able to use their wallet and then drop the correct amount into the register. So we have a text box feature, and then we have a drop zone feature. So let's go ahead. And the first thing we need to do is calculate how much money we're going to need. So for your text box option, if you right click in here, you're actually going to see under the instructor board, you're not seeing that show up, of course, on the student board, but under the instructor board, you can add answers and points. So it's going to be worth 1 point. And then, of course, what we're going to need is $17.49. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. So we already have this calculated. So I just right click in the box, add answers and points, and then you're golden. Over on the left, where you see our cash register, we're going to do a little setup here in order to use the drop zone. So the first thing that we're going to do is actually right click. We can see all of the money just above that. We are going to right click all of the money in here. And we want to make sure that we enable student clone, because our students need to be able to clone all of this money in order to get the pieces that they are going to need. If they need more than one, they need to be able to clone it. So I'm just going item by item, right clicking, and then enable student clone. The next thing I need to do is go over to the left. In my toolbox, I am going to grab the infinite cloner. And that is actually how I'm going to be able to drag and drop the currency into my drop zone box down on the bottom left. So I'm going to grab my pennies. And of course, as you make this, you're going to have some options on how you set it up. And that is absolutely okay. I'm going to grab a quarter. So we're doing good here. And I can either grab 2 dimes, or I could go ahead and do 1 dime and 2 nickels. So I've got all of my change in here. I'm going to grab all of my bills that I need and drop them in. Now that I've dropped in all of the items into my drop zone box, I'm going to right click and then hit add answers and points. So all of that currency now has been counted. I just have to choose how many points I want this to be. So I have both of mine just set for 1 point. Once you hit save, you're going to see that your drop zone items have now disappeared, and your students have the option to go into their boards and actually start creating answers on their own. So hopefully that was helpful, a little insight into drop zone and text box answers.